Welcome to Free Your Mind Reviews. This is Christopher Johnson with a review of Upgrade. Upgrade is the latest directorial effort of Saw and Insidious creator Leigh Whannell and stars Logan Marshall Green as a car engineer who, after being attacked, loses his wife and also loses his ability to walk. But lo and behold, an opportunity arises as a new AI chip is implanted into his spine that gives him the ability to walk again, but also implants an AI into his brain that can talk to him and also take over for him in terms of violent confrontations. And he uses that to track down his wife's killers. Now, up front, I love these type of artificial intelligence mixed with human stories, whether it's Blade Runner, Terminator, RoboCop, and this one holds a big kind of thematic element with RoboCop. It's like RoboCop mixed with the $6 Million Man. And just like RoboCop, it can get bloody, grim, and brutal, and it's been a while since I've seen anything like that in sci-fi. Now, none of this would work without the great acting talent of Logan Marshall Green, who for years has been called Discount Tom Hardy. We gotta stop that. This dude is talented in his own right. He's always been talented in his own right, and he really breaks out here as a man who's so anti-technology, but has to depend on everything that he needs in his life on STEM, this chip that has been implanted into his spine. The chemistry between him and STEM is actually fantastic. It's like a human being having a running conversation with Hal from 2001: The Space Odyssey. Sucker's crazy. Not only that, STEM has the ability, of course, to take over his bodily functions when the elite Logan's character demands it or asks for it. So that means you're gonna get a bunch of fantastic action sequences, absolutely fantastic action sequences, where Logan's got to do these great martial arts moves and tactical fighting moves, and yet make it look like that he is not actually telling his body to do these things. Something else is taking over his bodily functions. So you have this really tactical, efficient John Wick style fighting, but then you look at his face and he has no idea what he's doing and he has no idea how to react to these moves. And it's just, that is not easy. And that's absolutely fantastic acting from Logan Marshall Green. What I also like too about Leigh Whannell's work, first as a writer, in terms of really slowing it down, establishing Logan's character of Gray, establishing what he likes, what he doesn't like, what he loves, what he doesn't love, taking it all away from him. It takes its time a little bit to get to the chip, which I think is the right way to go. And then boom, once the chip comes in, once you see what it can do, the movie's pace does not let up, does not stop, does not relent. Now, I've heard some people talk about characters and stuff, but to me, sometimes when you're doing a movie, you need to know whose character to focus on. You can't focus on everybody for a movie like this, or at least for me, you shouldn't focus on everybody. You should have a focus, the focus. And the focus here is Logan's character Gray and STEM. I didn't need to focus on the villains or even the cops or anything like that. I feel like if you're going to make a movie like this, you need to focus on the lead. RoboCop, you're focused on Murphy. Terminator, you're focused on Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese. Here, you're focused on Gray and STEM. That's how I feel about that, and I think this movie does it perfectly, so you completely feel like you're in Logan's character's shoes, and you're trying to ask yourself, what would you do? Would you stay in that wheelchair all your life? Or would you be willing to let this character, to let some other being take you over? I like that. I love questions like that. It makes me think. And one thing I love about sci-fi is just making me think, making me ask questions to myself about myself. What would I do? Now let me get into something that's completely amazing. The action sequences. Now this is a very low budget movie. At least compared to the other big movies we're getting right now, like Infinity War and Deadpool and Solo. So the fact that this small budget movie can have some of the most well shot, well choreographed action that you can find this year, that really speaks really negatively of some other movies like, say, Resident Evil Final Chapter, which was so shaky cam and so quick that you couldn't even tell what the heck was going on. Whereas with Upgrade, you got these nice little long takes of Logan doing these fight sequences with these other people, the way the camera shifts and moves and turns to simulate the mechanical movements that Gray is doing because of STEM, how the edits are completely calm and steady, multiple moves per shot, what very nice wide shot type of geography with the action sequences, beautiful, beautiful cinematography from the way the camera moves to the framing to the lighting. Upgrade is actually one of my favorite movies of the year visually as well. It is a gorgeous old school 80s movie. Really reminds you of the grime and dirt of a RoboCop, but yet still having nice color and flash and substance with the lighting and stuff. Upgrade is just one of those movies where if you're not happy with the big stuff, if you're even tired of the big stuff, but you're not ready to get rid of the action yet, you want to get a different tempo, a different feel, a different atmosphere. This is the one to go see. And to me, as a Saw fan, it's just so great to see both James Wan and Lee Winnell have fantastic careers once that ended. Of course, James directing Insidious, directing Conjuring, directing Furious 7. He has Aquaman coming out. And now with Lee directing Insidious 3, and now, but more importantly, directing Upgrade. This man, if he continues to do this, has what it takes to be one of the go-to filmmakers out there, and I'm really, really happy to see him go to a place that I didn't even expect him to go with this film. Upgrade gets my highest recommendation. This is Christopher Johnson for Free Your Mind Films. Peace out.